Today is just a lovely day. There's just full action on the lake, and I just want to get this RV-7 flying with floats then. So it is a modification that I've done, because the RV-7, it doesn't come with a float mount or a float option. So I just put these FMS floats on my RV-7 then, and it works great. With a little bit of just modification, you will have a really great and fun water RC airplane to fly. So let's go to the lake then and get this one flying. Today I have a really calm day. As you can see, almost like mirror-like water right now. So just a push on the throttle then, and just some elevator. This one is up in the air. This flight then is on a 4S battery, and I tend to push it quite hard, maybe not 100%, but certainly like 85%. And I push this one. Even with floats, I don't think it's a heavy RC airplane. Of course, it's more mass and more resistance in the air. But also in my experience, floats have really never influenced flight in any significant negative way. I think they looks great and just adds the excitement of flying any RC airplane. And just as with this one without floats, then it flies great inverted. Really no tendency to drop the nose or anything. I don't have to push too much on the elevator. This plane might not have like the best sounding motor then, or prop. I don't think it's the prop, actually it's the motor. So it's a little bit whining, I think. This plane does feature a really nice kind of fast roll rate also, so you can do nice turns and just roll really fast if you like. And overall, just a solid airframe. Hardly ever gets really confused. It's solid, really thick wing core. Also quite nice day for orientation. I always prefer some kind of a cloud on the sky then, just to help with orientation, and also does give the plane a better sense just for speed and how it flies. If you have like a uniform background, I think it's more difficult just to judge where to have the plane, where it's headed, and also what kind of direction you're in. And you really don't see the speed in the same way when you film them, so kind of this sky is really preferred. You might suspect that a clear blue sky would be the best, but it's actually quite the opposite. At least when you fly RC airplanes, and especially when you want to film them. I really enjoy float flying. It's really enjoyable, and as you most often then have a very wide place to fly at without no obstacles really on the water. It's also really worry-free just when you're about to get it down or take off. Really take your time to line up your RC airplane to get them down. So I have 1 minute left on the timer, then usually I just try to take a little bit slower, just to reduce altitude, and just try to find a nice post then for landing. just kicking in landing flaps with my flat settings. Then it's a bit of a trial and error with these floats, then how I set it up, but it's just without any ballooning.
30 seconds.
As there's like no wind or almost no wind right now, I can land in almost any direction. So usually I just want to go a little bit away and then facing me, so I don't have to taxi on the water too long. Let's try to make this one smooth. Just try to avoid, yeah, well, a little bit of bouncing today. Just misjudge the final piece then. But this is a really enjoyable plane to fly, and I will surely just come back to this RV-7 with floats and show more flights.